is getting tight. And with this hot, oh, you heard it, right? Oh, you heard it, right? Did you see the dent pop out? One thing I hate more than anything else are thieves. And I know someone's gonna say, well, TK, it fell out. Nah, it was attached by tabs. I've had this bumper out multiple times, and you can see they broke the tab right here. And you can see where they pried. They literally just stole the grill off the car. That's just, fucking hate thieves, man. I fucking hate thieves. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And today, no, we're not going to fix the seat yet, but we're going to get to that, I promise. Today, we're going to do a couple different things. I'm going to use the epoxy, some epoxy stuff I bought at AutoZone. Specifically, if I can find it, this JB Weld right here, it's clear. And I need a temporary solution to hold the headlight up. You know, like there's one tab in there that I think I can glue this together, and maybe in another spot or two to hold this headlight in place just until the new headlights and the assemblies come in, which will be sometime next week. They got to come all the way from Australia, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I know they have aftermarkets on Amazon. I don't want to do that yet. I want to go with OEM stuff. So I went ahead and ordered. They're actually called, I don't know if they're from Australia or they're from the they're shipping from Australia, but they're called Vauxhall headlights, which they're the same. I guess this car was called different things in different areas. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I also got the paintless dent repair kit in the trunk. After we get done doing the headlight, we're actually going to do some PDR work on the GTO, and we're going to see if we can start pulling out some of these dents on the car. The PDR kit was 15 bucks. The estimate to repair the paintless, to PDR this entire side and the hood, $2,900. So can we do it ourselves for 15 bucks and save 3 grand? Let's find out. If you were watching my Instagram, you already saw that I had an issue with a thief stealing the front grille. So now that's going to have to be replaced. But I think that will be replaced with the entire front clip when we end up replacing this entire front clip. I'm hoping today that when I get this done, I will no longer need this tape. Now you can see what I'm gonna do. Look at the headlight, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this headlight up by grabbing it right here. And what I wanna do is I wanna link that up together down there, and I'm gonna put the JB Weld on it and hope it will hold it. So let's get to work. Okay, well, spoiler, the JB Weld shit ain't worth a fuck. That was just a waste of 12 bucks. So that's going in the trunk. Maybe I'll use it for something else later, but it's not gonna work for what I need. I'm just gonna have to try to get zip ties and zip tie that shit. We did get an extra gas cap, or gas, what you wanna call it? Flap. Car, and a couple other interesting things. There's an axle in here. There's this, which I thought was interesting. Goes right on top of the dash there. Air fuel ratio. Okay, cool. And we got the dent kit. So we're gonna pull this now, and we're gonna see if we can get a few of these out. All right, so change of plans. I'm gonna go do the dent repair, which there's the kit up in Byers. We're gonna go up to Randy's shop and do it there, so I'm not sweating my ass off. Okay, the codes have been run. I'm just waiting for this to finish so I can clear the damn oxygen sensor code again. Powertrain system, clear fault code. Yes, clear it. All right, and now it's gone. Just pain in the ass, man. So one of the things this car didn't have was enough cigarette lighters. So I bought this little thing with multiple cigarette lighters, but also because the radio is a little and I'm not gonna replace it right away, I bought this, which allows me to use like Google. Look at this. It's got the OK Google and it's got Hey Siri. Look at that. It's got both. Intelligent voice command, Bluetooth FM transmitter, hands-free.
That's not me. I'm your Google Assistant.
Cancel Google. So there it is. Qualcomm 3.0 quick charge. So it also give me more ports. So we're gonna try this thing out. You can pick this thing up at AutoZone. It's not sponsored, I paid for it. And you can see it supports full FM range frequency. So you can go through, find a dead spot and go through it. Kind of cool. There it is. So we're gonna get this thing set up. It should be popped up over, you know, somewhere around the radio when it's done, and will allow me to have, you know, hands-free calling and all that good stuff. And there it is. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So you can see it says right there 88.1. I got the radio there. It does work. But being I am filming with the iPhone and it is paired to the iPhone, I can't play any music or whatever for you. But needless to say, it works and it sounds fairly good, just as good as the last one, and this will get me by until it's time for me to get another head unit in the car, if we get that far. So we'll see what happens. So anyways, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go head our ass on up to the shop and maybe pull some dents out. So let's go. What is up, guys, and welcome on back to TK's Garage. Y'all can pick that merch up at tksgarage.com. I am back with the 2004 Pontiac Grand Am. Oh, man. The 2004 Pontiac GTO. And a couple things I need to address. Tomorrow, we're going to stitch that seat up, and I'm going to do a leather repair right there. We're going to see if it works. All right? And yes, I squeezed this thing in the shop at Randy's. And what we're going to do today is we're going to get the Paintless Dent repair kit out, and I'm going to start back here at the rear. You can see that dent right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean these little areas. I'm going to wipe these little areas down, and I'm going to start putting the hot glue down with the tabs and start pulling here, here, here. And we're going to try to get most of the dents out on this rear quarter today. That's the goal. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to time lapse this part, just, you know, getting everything situated. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I got the glue gun set up. I'm going to go ahead and pop one of these in so she's ready to go. Then grab the other kit. These are the actual tools. We got a scraper to get the glue off, a little bit of acetone, and then we have the piece itself that you use to actually get to the dent. Now, what I'm going to do is get this situated like so and find out where my first dent is. I want to pull out, I think it's the one right here by the gas tank. I think we're going to use the smaller tip so I can get a better pull. So what we'll do is we'll take this off. Now this entire kit was picked up at Harbor Freight for 15 bucks, I believe. Yeah, 15 bucks. Not much. It was extremely cheap. So anybody can pick this up and you can try it. If you got a little dent or a ding or something along those lines, then this could actually possibly help your situation. Now see, on this one I'm just going to put this back in, and basically how this works is you get it situated over the dent, and then you just start screwing this, and this will start pulling down and the bar will pull, and the idea is that it will pull the dent out directly. So we'll see. First things first, I need to go ahead and get this situated. so I know where my pull line is. Okay, I want to stick that down appropriately like so, right there in that dent. And then we want to use this to pull up. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug in the hot glue gun, let that start to get hot, so we can go ahead and get on this first dent and see how she does. I hope it does well. That's all I can do, is hope it does well. All right, I'm going to wait for this to get hot. I'm going to give it a minute or two. We'll come back. We'll start applying glue and get onto the first area of damage. All right, guys, you can see the first area, the first dent right here. You can clearly see that. We're going to see if this little dent puller, oh shit, the hot glue gun started pushing stuff out that fast, huh? Damn. All right, so let's get a little bit of glue on here like so, like it calls for. Get a nice, make sure we fully cover the whole thing here. I want to get all the way into the dent with this one. It still seems like it's still shooting even when I'm not pushing any more out. Again, it is a Harbor Freight tool. What you gonna do? All right. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set this down on the ground since it wants to continue to squirt. And we're gonna take this and apply it straight to the dent. Boom. We want it on there nice and tight, nice and hard. And we're gonna fit this down like so. And we'll start getting this stuff tightened up. All right, we want it like right there. We want this one a little tighter right here. All right, we should be good. Now what I'm gonna start doing is I'll start screwing this down. Once this thing gets nice and firm, we're gonna give it a minute or two to finish doing its thing. That hot glue just did this right here, and it dries really fast. That is one of the best things about this, is that it does dry really fast. So we're gonna give this a second to sit. Looks like it's nice and firm already, but I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds or so and we'll come back. All right, so you can see here the glue all the way around this entire thing. All right, you see the two cups here. I'm at full distance here. So basically how this works, let me zoom back out. Basically how this works, guys, is I'm now gonna turn this and it's gonna start pushing the bar down. See the bar, see these cups? They're gonna start hitting this line. And I'm gonna keep pulling, and I'm gonna keep pulling, and I'm gonna keep pulling, and these are gonna compress as I'm turning. Now the pressure is getting tight. And with this hot, oh, you heard it, right? Oh, you heard it, right? Did you see the dent pop out? I saw it. It took the whole dent out. Did you see that? So that's basically the concept. That's basically how this is supposed to work. Pretty simple, huh? Now, did it get the whole dent? Nope. I still see one little, you see a little tiny ding right there, right? But nowhere near like it was. And what I want to do is get these big dents out so that when I wrap it, you can't really tell. That's the whole thing. And the kind of wrap I'm going to have on this car, you're not going to be able to see it. But you heard it. You could hear it in real time, pop, and it came right out. There you have it, man. Woo! Now, going ahead on that same spot, you can see here's the first one. Now, here's the thing. People said, hey, TK, one of the questions I got was, can you reuse this glue? Because some of y'all saw me doing this on Instagram the other day. And the answer is, so are you supposed to reuse it? Nah. Can you reuse it? Of course, it's just heated up glue. That's what I did with this. This was leftover glue that dripped on the floor. I literally just picked it up, and it's now holding this here. Now that we have it in here, what we're going to do, we want to make sure it's nice and firm, right? And it is. So what we're going to do now, same thing as before. I'm just going to turn this until these cups get nice and firm with the body. All right. And we're going to keep turning, and I'm going to work it a little bit. You can see I'm working back and forth, and you can see the body. I don't know if you can see the reflection line here. Let me zoom in a little bit. You'll see it turning with me. And there it is. It released. All right, and let's see what she looks like after I pull this one. Better again. Now the dent is even smaller, but you can still see a little bit of a dent right here, but nothing like it was before. And we're gonna get started on the next big one, which is right there. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so you can see this dent here, which was a lot bigger, is now much smaller. Now I'll be able to tap around that with the tool, which they include up here, and try and get the rest of that to pop out. This right here. You know, you tap around the dent, and you can see, look, even with me tapping around it, it's getting smaller. See that? Getting better and better. Now here's the thing. Is this thing gonna show up? Of course it is. It's even got crack you can see from previous body work. But again, all we want is to get that dent to be so small that it doesn't show up on the wrap. Same thing down here with the last one we did. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna keep trying to get more and more of these dents out. But again, I was quoted at a professional PDR shop, $2,800 to pull all of these dents out. Now, here's the one thing it does cost: time. You have to have the time and the patience to do it. And as long as you have that, you'll be all right. Now, what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna take a quick break. Not much of one. Ooh, look at that. You know what? We're not gonna take one at all because that glue's about to drip and I wanna use it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try one more thing, which is a little bit different. I know I don't have you guys on camera right now because I'm holding this thing with my arm, but just hear me out for a second. We'll get to this here in just a second. We're gonna put this glue all over this next one, this big one here. And I'm gonna mount this sucker. Ooh, wow, I just burnt the shit out of my hand. Yep. We want to get this thing completely covered here. We'll do that. And I'm going to affix that one now to there so there's more surface area and a bigger pull. And you'll be able to see what I was doing right now. You can see the setup I just pushed. And I'm going to set you guys right here as I, oh, come on. Come on, tripod, work with me, buddy. Let me make sure you guys can see fairly decent down the line. Okay, cool. And I'm going to get started over here while that's drying, getting ready to pull the next one. See, I got smart. I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait a minute. It is pulling this, so I can literally put this on whatever the next one is and keep it moving. So that's what we're going to do now. Gives it more time for it to cure and get cold and sit. And I'm all about that. I want it to be right the first time. Okay, so we have that here. So what we'll do now is pop that right onto there and let it sit. And while this is doing that, I'll go ahead and set this up. Hopefully it don't leak. And we'll get ready to try to pull this big one more time and see if we have any better luck. Okay. Now, what we're going to do at this point is get my tripod situated correctly. I'm going to go ahead and turn, and it's really this simple. You apply the glue, you let it get nice and firm, which it did here, and then you turn, 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 and you'll start getting stiff. That glue is sticking hard. It should pull up. Oh, this one sticks really good. Oh, yeah. Get that dent, ditch. Uh-oh. I might run out of damn screw. Nah. Wow, this one stuck really good. This might be the one I need to use. All right, let me get a wrench. I'll turn on that a little bit. All right, I'll grab a quick wrench. Ooh. Let me find out it just popped off when I walked away. That would be hilarious. But not surprising. Not surprising at all. Did it pop up? It did. All right. Better. That's what I'm talking about. Better again. I love it, man. I really love this. Again, $15 set that you can get from Harbor Freight. And I'm sure you could probably pick up the same thing on like Amazon or whatever for dirt cheap. Look, man, it just works. I'm pulling these dents out. Now, the only thing, like I said, is this entire process is definitely time intensive. But as long as you got the time, then why not, you know? As long as you got the time and you can put the time in on it, why not do it yourself? You know? Make a YouTube, if you got a YouTube channel, make a video about it. It's not like there's a ton of videos on doing this on YouTube right now. And I know someone's gonna be, man, there's a ton of videos, TK, there's like 50. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Relevant channels. Like if you have a good automotive YouTube channel, it doesn't kill you to do a video like this. In fact, it'll help. And the how-to videos are not something like a car review or something that's only relevant for why that car is relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's relevant for a much longer period of time and is way more valuable to your channel as a whole. So, something to think about. All right. We got this on here. We're good, we're good. Now I'm gonna find me another spot up here up high, this big old dent, and we're gonna stick her ass in there and let that sit. Oh, these glue hairs are a pain in the ass. All right, now we're gonna try to pull this other dent that we have right here out again. We've done this one, this was the very first one we hit, but we let this one really sit this time, or get set. All right, we'll get this nice and tight right along that body line, like so. What I'll do is I'll sit this up and hope it won't leak. All right, here we go. Turn, turn, turn. See how it's pulling the body? See how it pulled the body a little bit? Woo! Got it that time. Much better. Much better. You can still see it a little bit right there, but wow. That thing works, boy, let me tell you. All right, guys, so we are back in, and we had, you know, there is an old saying that you get what you pay for, right? Well, you notice up here, the dent that was really big came out, right? It came out all right. You can't even see it now. It's gone. Here's the problem. It broke. This thing stuck to that damn dent so hard. When it popped, and then it snapped the screw, the piece right off of it. So you do get what you pay for. Now, full disclosure, I am buying another kit from Amazon that has a lot of these prongs. That way I can go to all of them on the car and try to set a majority of these. And what I mean by set, meaning like I can go ahead and stick these on a majority of these dents and let them set, you know what I'm saying? And then from there I can go ahead and start. All right, I don't know what's going on with the iPhone. It literally just went black on me. No explanation, no nothing. All right, let's see if we can get this to move up a little bit. I want that bar to kind of be straight, but I don't want it putting excess, stress on that piece where it breaks it. But you can see I'm stretching that piece a little bit. Shake it. Yep. Let me grab this. Now you can actually grab this and also tap. Woo! It just applied that pressure and held it, and it let go. And look, you can still barely see that dent, but it got that. Wow, that scared the shit out of me. I'm done. I was about to start tapping. I said we were going to take a break, but wow, that one was really good. It stuck really well. And I was just talking to myself for like a minute and a half before I realized, hey, genius, you didn't start the camera. All right. And you gotta, I've noticed something else too. You really want these to be really clean of the old glue. So I guess reusing the old glue, while it is a cheap solution, is not great because it doesn't get a really clear, solid seal, in my experience, yet, that I've seen. So we're gonna try to get all of this off here. And it's really just tedious. You're gonna just scrape it with your fingernail or pull on it. Probably could use a screwdriver or something if you got one. But boy, that did a hell of a job. It pulled that dent out where I can almost not see it. And what's good about this is somebody told me about it was Santa's Workshop, told me about the dry ice method, and I've seen that too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get all these dents out using this first, like try to get them out a lot so they're not so heavy. And then I'm gonna get some dry ice and some gloves and go out in the hot ass Midwest sun and let the car get really hot. It's black, it's gonna get hot. And then, hit it with some dry ice. But anyways, let's put some glue on this. I'm gonna reaffix it. Oh, shit. To another spot. So basically, so I can show you guys how this looks from this angle. You want it nice and clean like this, right? And then you just take your glue gun and, is that contaminated glue? I hope not. Maybe a little, oh, okay, it's clear. It just was leaking out. And then you just want to put glue right here like so. I got to reach in here and push it with my finger, huh? The glue gun is at the end of its journey. All right. And then once you get enough glue on it, oh, there we go. Nice, fresh glue. Then you want to stick it to the affected area just like this, which I'm going to do here right now. Press on it real hard, make sure it gets a really good seal, and then let it sit. So what I'm going to do now, like I said, I was going to get a break, and we'll be back here in just a second. It's break time. I promise I'm not sponsored by Bud Light, but I should be, right? It's kind of limited to, you're limited to what you got. Now here, it's this. Normally my beer of choice is like Stella, Heineken or Modelo's, one of those, but that'll work. Nothing like a cold beer, man. Ooh, you know what? Cold beer on dents. I wonder. Yo, shut up. Stop it. I know, I'm being a fool. Trying to get the last of this remaining crap off of my panel up top here where that piece just broke. That kind of sucks, man. I ain't gonna lie. All right, well, I'm gonna get into this for a little bit. I'm gonna time lapse you guys so you guys can kind of get an idea what's going on while I'm drinking and pulling dents. And you guys can watch if you want. Stay tuned. So that last one was actually really good. The dent was right here, and you can't even see anything. It did a hell of a job. I mean, maybe you can see a little bit of it right there, but I mean, when we started, you could clearly see heavy dings here, which you can still see that one right there a little bit. I'm gonna pull out, we'll try that one again. I put one here. There was another dent here, here, there, and up here. And now, when you look at this, even if I zoom in from a distance, while if I'm nitpicking and I'm looking at it, I can still see them. But on a cursory glance, I can see that one. And that's about it. Not bad.
Perfect.
Well, guys, I've been at it for about an hour and a half. I made some good progress. Unfortunately, while pulling the dents, you know, the glue is sticking really solidly, right? I'm still cleaning up this last one that I just pulled. But as you can see, not only did it pull the dent, but it also pulled the paint. Now, if you didn't know, this car was in an accident before. And what happened was they, in a typical repair, look, you can see the dent is now gone, but so is the paint. So what happens is, and you can see the paint still attached to this right here, it also stripped out this. I'm trying to see if it will fix itself, but you get what you pay for. Anyways, that 15 bucks is pretty much done. But looking at the rear outside of the paint chips, we got that dent out up top, those 6 dents to the rear. And look, I'm gonna scan through. Now you can still see a couple, like I didn't get a chance to touch this one yet because it was really small. I went for the real big ones, like this, which is still kind of there. But let me tell you what my vision was. The vision was to get these big dents out like this, and where was the other one? Up here, and the big one in the door, which I did a TikTok on. You can see a little bit of a ripple there, because my plan was not to just make this perfect by PDRing it, because the car still needs paint or a wrap. Now, I was going for maybe just fully wrap the car with a different color or something. But I think what I'm going to go for is I'm going to get another kit, maybe a better kit, and pull these dents out all along the side. And maybe open the hood and try to tap out some of the ones on the hood. See if I can save it. Probably not, but we'll see. And get these dents out. And where there's a little bit of a dent left, like you'll see like right here and some other places, we're going to sand this side and then body fill the dents that are in here, the remaining dents. And then the car is going to get sprayed. So vote. Now I think Randy said he was good. If he kept it, he was going to paint it like lime green. Now I was debating, and I was letting you guys vote in the comments, and you guys kind of like the name Shaft, which means I was thinking about naming this car Shaft, right? Not, and I know some of y'all weirdos is like, damn, TK, another dick reference. But no, man, like as in Shaft. Some of y'all youngsters probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But yeah, outside, and that's why I'm not stressing. I know people will be like, oh my God, it pulled the paint off. Yes, the panel under this used to be silver. You can see it right here too, around the gas cap. So I'm gonna have them take this, open this, spray the whole thing. You can see where the paint is coming up here. But basically, they cut a section of this car out. And now I'm guessing it's everything from right here to probably like right here, right? And I can tell that by looking at the line here on this fender, right? It's close, it's clear. You can't really tell, but if you rub your hand over it, you can feel right, almost like a seam right there. And that's, if you look in the trunk, you can also see where it was cut and damaged right there. But it's, I mean, it looks good. You wouldn't see it unless you had to put a really close eye on it. And these chips in the paint aren't really a be-all, end-all for me. It's not the end of the world with these chips. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to see if maybe my little hammer job fixed this so I can continue to use this for maybe 1 or 2 more dent pulls. And if not, I might just go ahead and attach it with glue and try to pull it off with some pliers a couple times and see if I can get a couple more of these dents out while I'm here. But there you have it. We'll close up here in a minute. With the wind, I'm not even sure this is going to work. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Obviously, I didn't shoot an outro. I got so busy and I shot another video. I forgot all about the outro. If you like the video and you like what I do, you know what you could do? Smash that thumbs up button. It greatly helps the channel. If you want to see me continue to do work and try to restore this GTO, aka this Holden Monaro, to its former glory, all you got to do is smash the thumbs up button. You ain't got to buy nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. Though, if you do really want to support the channel and support the project, you can go to tksgarage.com and pick up some of my fire-ass merch. T-shirts, things of that nature. And I got some new ones for the EPA coming soon. Like EPA can eat a dick. EPA got picked on in school. Like all kinds of funny phrases concerning the EPA. I think the other one is EPA can get railed in the ass with sand and Vaseline. Yeah, that's really bad. Anyways, we have lots of interesting t-shirts coming for the EPA very, very soon. And I'm thinking about doing something really ridiculous, like building this car to be so offensive, like the EPA gets mad. Like I'm talking like maybe twin turbo it, like delete everything that has anything to do with an emissions, like just make this car massively offensive. And I'm thinking about putting the RPM Act on the side of the car. Let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section down below. Also, I just got recognized. Shit. I'm at Starbucks, man. Crap. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure to go tap in also on the second channel. I'll be posting like behind the scenes stuff, shorts, and more stuff over there. I have been posting some shorts over here as well, but I'll post a lot more of those shorts and stuff over on the second channel, which is More with TK. It's also going to be the place that we host our live streams for COPART walkarounds, IAA walkarounds, and things of that nature. So anyways, with that said, thank you guys very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I got lots more work coming on this GTO. But I also got another project. Stay tuned.